Once upon a time, in the enchanting land of Evergreen Glade, there lived a tiny snail named Sammy. But Sammy was not just any ordinary snail. He was Super Snail. With his shimmering silver shell and a heart full of dreams, Super Snail longed for thrilling adventures beyond the leafy borders of his cozy home. One sunny morning, as dewdrops glistened on the grass, Super Snail overheard the woodland creatures chattering excitedly about the Great Garden Race. The race was a legendary event where creatures from all corners of the forest competed in a daring dash through the woods. Super Snail's heart fluttered with excitement at the mere thought of participating in such a grand adventure. Determined to join the race, Super Snail set out on his dreamy adventure. Along the way, he encountered friends who doubted his abilities due to his sluggish nature. But Super Snail remained undeterred, for he knew that dreams were like seeds. With patience and perseverance, they could blossom into something extraordinary. As the day of the Great Garden Race arrived, Super Snail stood at the starting line, surrounded by rabbits, squirrels, and birds, all eager to prove their speed and agility. The forest echoed with cheers as the race began, and Super Snail slithered forward with determination, his eyes fixed on the finish line. Despite his slow pace, Super Snail navigated obstacles with cleverness and grace. He climbed over pebbles, slid under fallen branches, and even used his sticky slime to swing across gaps. With each passing moment, Super Snail drew closer to his dream of crossing the finish line. As the other contestants raced ahead, Super Snail found himself trailing far behind. But just when all hope seemed lost, he stumbled upon a shortcut hidden beneath a canopy of ferns. With renewed vigor, Super Snail embarked on the final stretch of his dreamy adventure. At long last, Super Snail emerged from the depths of the forest and burst into the clearing where the finish line awaited. The crowd gasped in amazement as they watched the tiny snail inch closer and closer to victory. And then, with a burst of speed that defied all expectations, Super Snail crossed the finish line in a whirl of excitement and joy. The forest erupted into cheers as Super Snail was crowned the winner of the Great Garden Race. But more than the thrill of victory, Super Snail had achieved something far greater. He had shown that even the smallest creatures could accomplish big dreams with courage, perseverance, and a dash of magic. And so, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars twinkled in the night sky, Super Snail returned home, his heart brimming with pride and his shell aglow with the magic of his dreamy adventure. For in the land of Evergreen Glade, where dreams take flight on the wings of imagination, anything is possible, even for a tiny snail with big dreams.